any interesting rock hounding finds to be found in public access areas in Paoli, Oklahoma. That's what I'm here to find out today. In a road cut now, a drainage area actually near one of the locations of the old mines, and just seeing what I can find. And honestly, I'm telling you, I'm not finding much. There's some concrete riprap. There's not much stuck in it, and most of what I find laying around here is gravel off the roads.
So prospectors first came to Paoli, Oklahoma back in the early 1900s. They dug some shallow pits in the red bed sandstones after finding green and copper stains, but the deposits turned out to be too small to mine. Again, in the 1970s, geologists drilled here again, testing, and they confirmed the presence of copper and even some silver in the sandstone. But again, it still wasn't enough for a commercial mine. Today, the rocks are still telling their story, but I'm not finding any in this road cut.
So here's an outcropping that's not too far from the reported location of the mine. Got an overhang right there, but a fence between me and it, so I won't be crossing the fence. I am on the road here, and I am in the right-of-way, so I'm just kind of looking around these gravels in this wash that comes from that side and seeing what I can find. Now, as I get down here and look, I see that there are a lot of small green-coated gravels, like this guy. Well, that a lot of the copper metabolites are green, so I'm going to pick up some of these. There, now you can see. So that's pretty cool stuff. Yay! I love it, I love it, I love it. Here's where that's running off that hillside, so maybe this might be a good place to dig just a little bit to see what I can find. There's a little piece right here in the ditch, if you can see it. It's got some malachite on it. Cool. Here's a larger piece of malachite covered, probably sandstone right here. Ooh, that's good. That one's in focus there. There's another little one right here next to it. These are probably flaking off of this weathered outcropping of sandstone, red bed. Still looking for maybe a hand-sized piece that's got a nice malachite covering, coating, inclusion. But I'm moving uphill from that little wash right there, which makes sense, right? I'm finding less of the little green gravel material, the malachite. Another little wash coming off the hillside here. I don't really see anything in there yet. All right, well, here's a little more significant wash coming out of there, and I've got a little larger piece of material right here that's got some malachite on it. See, a little bit right there, but then there's a little bit all over it. So I think I'm gonna take this one and play with it and see what we got here. This is cool though, I really like this. Just a quick shot of this rock that I've got here with the malachite and matrix, with the iron staining and that weathered sandstone. Got another nice little wash off that hillside. Another small little gravel over there and here. But here's a larger piece right here that's got a pretty good amount on it for what I'm finding right here. I don't expect to find just, you know, something that's completely covered, but this is pretty cool. I like this. This is different stuff for me. Still on a public right-of-way. This is the other side of the road where that little wash is. We'll see what I find on this side. So I have cleaned this out a little bit. I always get excited when I see that deep red clay like that right there. And like right down in here. Now this is almost a shale right down in here. It's so compacted. But yeah, I like to see that kind of stuff. It usually means something interesting's around. So right in the center of the screen there's a deposit of the malachite. That's a better view. You can see it a lot better off. There's some malachite in the matrix of this weathered sandstone that I've got here. You see the little green dots in there? How cool is that? This may just be a me thing, but this is super interesting. I'm getting on up this hillside and I'm finding pieces like this where we've got just like lots and lots of concretions. That little piece I busted off, you can see if you look closely there, you've got some little malachite granules on the surface there. And then when we see the fractured edge, you can see all that malachite that we've got there between the layers of that sandstone along with that iron. Man, that is so cool. That is so cool. And I'm wrapping up here in Paoli. I've got a few little specimens here just to show you, just close-ups of some ironstone with some botryoidal formations, the chalcedony nodule, and then this malachite covered sandstone. These are cool. I'm so happy to find something in here after all the research I've done. Here's some of the larger specimens we're going to explore. This one has some of the malachite in matrix with some iron concretions in matrix as well, and this weathered sandstone. This is so cool. I'm enjoying this so much, but to have a research spot found at an area in the road cut that confirms that it was there. I mean, obviously it's a historical thing, it was there, but still, for me, it's really, really, really cool, and I enjoyed it. All right, if you like this kind of thing, follow along, man. Give us a thumbs up, or maybe subscribe, and stick around for the next one. It'll be coming up real soon.